Opening statements right now in the trial of 3 white men accused in connection to the death of Ahmaud Arbery in Brunswick, Georgia. Arbery, a 25-year-old black man, was shot while jogging in February of last year after being confronted by 2 of the defendants.
Now, that third defendant also recorded a video of the confrontation. Today, the judge ruled on 2 key motions that could end up swaying the jury potentially in this trial. CNN's Amara Walker is covering it for us. So what do we need to know about what happened today?
So just a few moments ago, one of the lawyers for the defense team, specifically Travis McMichael, just wrapped up giving his portion of the opening statements. They are on recess right now, and then we should hear another defense lawyer presenting to the jury very soon. This is after we heard from the prosecution giving its opening statements for about an hour and a half this morning. And there was a quite emotional moment in court that happened. That is when the prosecution presented this cell phone video that much of the public has already seen and sparked really a lot of outrage across the country when Ahmaud Arbery was killed. This video was shot by one of the defendants, William Roddy Bryan. But this was a longer version of that cell phone video, never before seen. And what you see is Ahmaud Arbery basically being chased down by these 3 men in their pickup trucks. What was interesting was that Ahmaud Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, had never seen this video before. And as you'd imagine, it was a very difficult moment for her, but she wanted to stay in court and watch this video. You could hear audible gasps, according to the poll reporters who were inside the courtroom, her sobbing, but she stayed for the remainder of that video. And after the prosecution wrapped its opening statements, Wanda Cooper Jones said that she wanted to stay there. She wanted to remain strong and see those last moments of her son's life. Now, before that video was presented, the prosecutor said there was a reason why Ahmaud Arbery was running away from these men for 5 minutes. Take a listen.
How do you know Mr. Ahmaud Arbery was under attack by strangers with intent to kill him? Because Greg McMichael told the police this: "Stop or I'll blow your head off." That's what he said to Mr. Arbery, because he wanted to make sure Mr. Arbery knew Greg McMichael was not playing.
Now, for the last hour or so, we've been hearing from the defense side, Bob Rubin, one of Travis McMichael's attorneys, and he was focusing on a couple of factors. Number one, he mentioned that the Satilla Shores neighborhood where the defendants live had been experiencing at the time an uptick in burglaries and break-ins. And the second point he highlighted was that Travis McMichael, a 35-year-old man, had served in the U.S. Coast Guard, and part of his training included use of force, and that compelled him to feel like he had to protect his community. Listen.
The training he had was not just classroom training at FLETC. It is scenario-based training. It is repetitive training, so that if you're ever in a real-life situation where you need to make use of force decisions, you're relying, not just thinking back, you're relying on muscle memory.
Now, Bob Rubin, the defense attorney there, also said that Travis McMichael actually put himself at risk by trying to detain Arbery. All 3 defendants have pleaded not guilty to these murder charges, among others. Travis and Greg McMichael, they have been claiming that they were trying to conduct a citizen's arrest on Ahmaud Arbery because they suspected that he had participated in some of the burglaries in the neighborhood, and they said that they were acting in self-defense when Ahmaud Arbery was shot and killed. As for William Roddy Bryan, he is maintaining that he had no part in the killing.